Hello and welcome to Crimes of the Heart Tarot. I'm Miss Vicki, and I'm going to use the tarot to see if we can gain more insight into unsolved mysteries, deaths, and disappearances. Let's get started. Welcome to Crimes of the Heart Tarot. Today I want to do a reading on Prince Harry. His book's come out, the reviews are out, excerpts have been released in advance. Done the interviews, lots of strange accusations being made by him. So I want to pull some cards. I'm using the Shadowland Tarot because I feel this is very much a shadowy situation with him. I just want to pull some cards and see if I can see his energy now. What's going on? All these strange statements he's making. I mean, anybody that has any common sense, I think would know that they're kind of outrageous, a lot of them. They are petty. Petty is what comes to mind. Very petty and unsubstantiated as far as I'm concerned. Now, I'm not going to buy the book. I haven't bought the book. There are some excerpts out. I've read a few of those. A lot of comments. It's just odd. I want to read the energy around here. What's driving him? What would make him write books about his family? And the things that have come out seem so small to me. Not all of them, obviously, but accusation after accusation of almost silly things. I don't know what to think, but I know that they have been proven to be not truthful, a lot of them. A lot of the statements he's made are not truthful. And that makes me wonder about the rest of the statements. So I just want to pull a few cards, see his energy, see what I can find out about what in the world is he thinking. What is he coming from? Let's just see what the cards say. It's very strange, a lot of these things. I mean, I feel like they're childish, a lot of the accusations he's making. And I don't understand writing a book about things like that, or even saying things. And a lot of the interviews, I have watched some of the interviews, they're very contradictory. He'll say one thing, and then in the next sentence he'll say something else that's just the opposite. It's very concerning, that from what I'm getting. So I just want to look at the energy. The Six of Swords, okay. This is in the upright position. It's basically trying to move away from a bad situation. Now, this could be him wanting to get these things off his chest and to move away, or it could be regret. I do think there's some regret. I almost feel like he has a dual personality, and I'm not going to psychoanalyze him. I'm not a psychiatrist, but it's almost like there's two of him, like he's split. One statement will be something about what the family's done on one hand, and then it'll be on the other hand the opposite. Let's wait and see what the other cards say. All right. Then we have the Six of Cups, and it is reversed. The Six of Cups is a happy card. It's about family. You see the little creatures sitting around the table having tea. In reverse, it's not a happy family. It's a broken family. It's not a happy childhood. Okay, these two cards kind of confirm what he's saying. And that doesn't mean what he's saying is the truth. It's just saying he feels like he had a terrible childhood, broken family, and he's moved away from that. But he's really not moved away. He's writing books, he's giving interviews. All right, then we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is about money too. I think he's very, very concerned about money. When he was part of the royal family, before he married Meghan, he had tremendous amount of money and resources. He had the little bag of money. He could do anything he wanted. He did a lot of negative things. From the reports I've read, a lot of drug use, a lot of alcoholism, a lot of drinking, a lot of bad acts. And they were basically covered up by the family. They protected him. They made him out to be basically a hero. But now that he's not a working member of the family, he's worried about money, and it's not just money, it's security. And I think the Knight of Pentacles, it's a slow-moving knight, but it's also of the earth, and it's also health. It could be mental health issues we're dealing with. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a charity card. It's giving to someone and taking to someone. Giving, it's about charity. It's money. It can be money, but it can be health also. And it's giving and taking. Now, it doesn't show that it's even or uneven. It's just, these two cards together show me that he doesn't believe he's getting what he deserves, and it's money-wise. He wants more money. He believes he should be getting lots of money, and part of it could be Meghan wanting more money. He's really driven with money, driven by money. Then we have the Eight of Cups. All right, the Eight of Cups upright shows someone walking away. You've built something. Look at all these bottles, little trail of bottles, and I don't know what that is. This is his past. This was him. He had partied constantly, and he was basically worshipped, made to be seen as a prince, a princely person. He had everything when he was living as a working royal, quote unquote. I'm not real sure what all of that entails, but reverse, this means he's not walking away. He can't let go of what he had. He can't let go of the past. And Cups is hurt, it's love, it's anything emotional. The things that happened in the past. A lot of the things that happened in the past were because of his bad behavior. A lot of things, drug use, and this is all alleged. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know him personally. I'm not his doctor. I'm not going to psychoanalyze him. But all of these things in the past, he's trying to walk away, but he can't. He cannot walk away. It's part of him. It's almost like he's trying to change history. He's trying to make himself out to be a wonderful, charitable, loving, giving person. But he really wasn't. The family covered up a lot of things, a lot of really bad things that he did. A lot of things that were, anybody else would have possibly landed in jail. And he drank a lot, he had drug usage. He's admitted that himself. He feels so sorry for himself. But most of the things that he's done, these are his problems. The family didn't make him drink and do drugs and do things that weren't really right. They gave him everything. They covered him up. He was loved. They made an image to the public of him as being this wonderful person, wonderful prince, happy-go-lucky, could do no wrong. That wasn't him. That never was him. Not from these cards. Seven of Wands is trying to defend yourself. It's also can be lying to yourself. Seven of Wands, fighting back. It can be an ego too. This is, I'm sure he feels like he's defending himself. I almost feel like half of him knows the truth, knows his history, knows the past, knows right from wrong. And the other half, and these red shoes, a lot of people, a lot of tarot readers say this is Meghan Markle, and that's Harry. This could be Meghan with her magic wand, and that's Harry, poor little Harry. I think she used his problems and his weakness to make him even more angry and resentful than he really ever was. I think he's a very small person. I think he has severe, I'm going to say, mental problems. That's just my opinion. And she just saw it and took advantage of it. And it's his fault too. It's not just hers. All right, then we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups upright is a wish cup. It shows all these little things in this cup. It's emotions. A lot of this is fantasy. This card usually means illusion and delusion and not being able to make a choice. In reverse, it means being very, very much deluded. I think he really, really lives in a fantasy world. And like I said, this is alleged. This is my opinion of the cards. This is someone that lives in a total delusional fantasy world. It's almost like he's stuck in a 6-year-old's mind. It's like these are the grown-ups, and here he is. He's like a child. He never matured. His brain never matured. What might have happened, and I'm just speculating here, is the drugs and drinking may have altered his brain patterns at a young age. And that is possible. I know that can happen. He did everything to excess, also being terribly spoiled. It's like he's stuck. Then we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a loving person. This is someone who is emotionally powerful, loving, kind, not always aware of things going on in the smaller for his people, but he charts the seas and he keeps going, and he has a bag of tricks. In reverse, this is somebody who's not full of love. He's full of hate. This is a hateful person. You can't trust him. He's a liar. He's just so full. He's got a bag full of hate. Bag full of hate. Next card, the Four of Wands. All right, here's the happy home. This is how he sees himself. I think he's terribly deluded. I think he lives in a land of illusion. I think that's him, that's Meghan, that's their little fairy tale castle. Happy home. If you notice, these are spider webs, so this is what he's trying to portray, and he may even have deluded himself to the point where he thinks that his marriage with her and the family and the home is just wonderful. It's not him. He's not doing all this. And we have the Lovers in reverse. The Lovers upright is a card that he's giving her a little heart balloon. I don't know if that's Harry or that's Meghan. Lovers is about making a choice, picking someone. He picked this. He picked Meghan. He decided to go along with her wants, needs, and stories about things. And he willingly went along with these things. In reverse, it can mean a divorce, it can mean a separation, it can mean not making the right choices. It can mean deluding yourself into thinking you found a wonderful partner. He says he believes she's the most wonderful woman in the world, just like his mother. She doesn't seem to me to be anything like Diana. Well, that's delusions. That's somebody that's really, really deluded. I mean, he really is out of it. And he's very filled with hate. This is a depressing reading. All right, a few more cards. The Nine of Pentacles. All right. Nine of Pentacles it shows a woman with her little birdcage, protected, safe. It's about usually an independent person, usually a single person. There's the red shoes again. That's so funny. Another tarot reader keeps talking about Meghan and her red shoes. This deck has a lot of that. In reverse, it's someone who is not independent. They may be in a cage, but they're not independent. They don't have prosperity. They haven't worked for anything. Upright, this card means someone who's worked very hard to get what they have, worked for it, and they've achieved it. He hasn't worked really for much of anything. What has he ever worked for? He did military service where he was just kind of pandered to. He did appearances. He mostly partied. But did he really work? No. Is he working now? No. He's just using really, really bad, hurtful things to get money and to get publicity. All right, then we have the Queen of Swords. All right, this is Meghan. There she is with her long hair, her long false hair, one of the tarot readers said. That's mean, but there she is. She's got almost like the Statue of Liberty crown. She'd like to have the crown, and she's holding a little crow in her hand. This is what's behind all this, and it's not just Meghan, but it's almost like she's behind the curtains. And there's Harry, there's the little crow, she's holding him in her hand. So what I'm getting so far is that he has a lot of problems. He has mental problems. And they were brought on at a really early age, I'm getting. Overindulgence, being spoiled rotten, protected every step of the way. He can never walk away from that. He's trying to change history. But he's so angry. And a lot of the things, the cards are saying, a lot of the things that are coming out are fantasies. This is delusion. He has deluded himself, being pushed on by Meghan. And it's both of them, but she's found his weakness. She knows he has a lot of money. She wants the money. She has no love. This is the Queen of Swords. And she's manipulated him. He's that little crow sitting there. Wow, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that he's, one of the reasons that he's saying all these things, well, it's twofold. It's about wanting more money. It's also about wanting to be popular and be loved and have everybody look up to him and not have to work, not have to earn anything. And you can't do that. I think he's I'm getting mentally stuck in a 6-year-old's brain. There he is, giving and taking, mostly taking. Whatever happened to him, and I don't believe it was the death of his mother like he claims. It was a terrible thing how she died, but he doesn't remember her. He said that, and he's looking back, being goaded on by other people. I think he's stuck with the mentality of a 6-year-old. I think he really needs to get help. I'm going to pull a few more cards, but I think they're going to verify all this. What's going to happen now that the book's out and there's a lot of negative publicity? Are they just going to go on and on and on and on doing this? How long can they do this? Aren't they going to run out of things to say? Tales to tell? Stories about all the horrible things that life has done done to them, the people. I mean, how many stories can you tell? And it's kind of pathetic, the things I've read from the book. Like, he had an argument with William. Well, they're brothers. He's said and done so many horrible things. And he's just horrified at that. He's just really sick, I think. And this is alleged, my opinion. He's stuck in a 6-year-old's brain. And he's been manipulated. All his life, basically, he's been told he was wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful prince. And he hasn't had to do anything. Then he's met Meghan. She decided what they would do, that they would leave and make all this money. She wanted to move to California and be a movie star, be a celebrity, being married to a prince. It hasn't worked out that way. People are laughing at them. People are distancing themselves from them because it's so blatant. All right, we have the fool in reverse. All right, there he is without a head. His head's there. He's holding the little black cat and a little satchel. This is a satchel full of all his grievances, all the hate, all the horrible things in the world. In reverse, this is someone not taking the right path. Not taking the right path, not making the right choices. This truly is a fool. A fool. And that's what I believe he is. Partially it's his choices. A lot of it was the way he was brought up. And a lot of it was the abuse, the substance abuse. All right, then we have the Four of Cups. Here we go again, the Four of Cups. This is someone who has everything, but they're not happy. They don't want what's being offered to them. They're never going to be happy. Never, never, never. It's not fair. I'm not getting everything I want. I want the world. I want fame. I want to be a celebrity. I want to be loved, but I don't want to work for it. Then we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. There's the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who, I almost feel like this is his mother. It's not Meghan, obviously. The Queen of Cups. This is a woman. It could be Diana, but I don't think. I guess this could be Diana. I want to say Princess or Catherine, but I don't know. This could be. You know what? This is jealousy. I didn't mean to bring her up, but this is it. This is jealousy too toward her. Meghan's very, very jealous of Catherine. And part of this has goaded her into, I think, the same thing she said. Harry's like a puppet. She complains and says, woe is me, they're being mean to me, you have to do something, and he jumps up and says all this stuff. A few more cards. All right. I want to know about the future. What's going to be happening for him after the book, after the interviews. We have the Sun. All right, this is a really happy card. This is about making really good choices. It's about children. I don't know why I'm seeing this unless this is what they're thinking. I think they still, both of them, have moments of delusion. Harry is still thinking he can be the Sun King. He can make everyone love him. I still think no matter what the criticism is from the books and the bad reviews, he still thinks that he's the Sun King. And then we have death. This is coming. Death is change. In reverse, it's not learning your lesson. It's not fulfilling your life the way it should be. These three together, we'll read these together, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. This is three people working together. So there's more than there's other people involved in doing this, in setting him up. Meghan, there's other people. This could be the people that support them and egg them on and all that. I don't know what you would call them. But this is about working toward money. He still thinks he's going to be the Sun King with lots of money. He's totally delusional. They will get money from the book. I'm not exactly sure how that works, or they already have gotten money. He's not the Sun King. And he's not going to make bags of money from being the Sun King. He hasn't learned his lesson. The death card shows he's stuck. This is really sad. I was hoping that perhaps it would show that he was going to do the right thing, that he was going to change his life somewhat from all this criticism and open his eyes and see what he's doing. But I think it's just going to go on and on. I think it's going to go on and on for quite a while. I don't see a time frame. I just see him still delusional. He needs help. He needs not to have somebody filling his head full of fantasies. He needs to stop that. I don't know what kind of abusive substances he's on. There's been speculation that the interview with that he did just recently, I'm not going to name names, I don't want to do that, that he was acting like he was on some kind of drug you sniff. And it goes on and on. He's still stuck in a rut. I'm going to stop the reading now. I hope maybe that things would improve for him. I don't see it. It may be where he's forced to change at some point in his life. I don't know when that would be or what would happen. But it's very sad reading. Okay, I'm going to close the circle. Please subscribe and like and send me ideas, what you'd like to hear, your opinions of what's going on in his mind. Though do we really want to know? I don't know. This is real negative. Please watch Afterlife Adventures with Amanda. She has an amazing, amazing channel. And she's doing private readings too now. So anyway, subscribe, like, give me some ideas, kind comments, and we'll see you next time. Bye.